Good Sunday morning. Happy Sunday morning. Ah, okay, you guys, so here's the thing. I've been up all night again. In fact, I'm just about to eat yesterday's breakfast because I'm finally hungry. I didn't eat, so but let's not even get into that. The reason this early morning, what time is it? This broadcast, I think it's about 4 a.m., right? 4 a.m., which used to be my bedtime, by the way, for like 30 years. 4 a.m. That's why I'm always up at 4 a.m. Anyway, I wanted to do this broadcast to speak to Francis Buckley, Dean Gresh, Dean Gresh, sorry, Dean, good, and other artists out there, Sarah Day, other artists out there, Smitty, Marvin Smitty Smith, and all other creative people about what I think is the whole point of doing this stuff, okay? Because I've been up all night, right? And my point is that it's all good news, you guys. It's all good news, all of it. In other words, today, okay, I think the challenge for most of you guys, in terms of when I talk to you, is you're not sure what to do, okay? You're not sure what to do, and to a certain degree, I kind of think you're overthinking it. I do, and because I did the same thing. I did the same thing. And I think that's inherently in our nature because some of the people that I'm specifically recruiting to these things, some of you in the back of your minds have not considered yourself video worthy. I'm the one saying you're video worthy. And some of you have only considered yourself to be video worthy when you're playing or performing. So you don't really look at yourself in that, social media reality TV show sort of way. And inherently based on your background, usually you kind of diss it because to you it represents a fad and a fleeting fad. And I'm here to tell you that it doesn't have to be that at all. In fact, it actually is one of the best blessings for folks like you, Francis, like you, Dean, like me. It's actually one of the blessings. Sarah, you too. The blessing is it gives us the platform to really present who we are. Now, the challenge is that it forces us to stop and create that. But the good news is that people give a shit. They actually will look at that. See, that's the part that's the shocker. I would suggest this, okay. I remember how I didn't want to do Facebook and any of this shit, and I'm a developer, see, but I'm depressed and hiding in the cave. And so Facebook to me was very intimidating because I was going to have to face up to all the people I've been hiding from in the cave. So it was emotionally threatening. And so it was a challenge in that way. So I relate. But what happened is the process has been both cathartic, enlightening, and a great process for me. In other words, doing what I do has helped me confront some of my demons and also to cultivate my own ideas about defining who I am and telling the story because we all need to tell our own stories to a degree. If not, then you're entrusting other people with your story. And that probably makes you very uncomfortable now that I've said it like that. So you need to tell your own story. And what this social media platform actually allows you to do is what you want to do. The thing that's been interesting is that whenever I consult, or whatever you guys want to call it, encourage, because Francis, I'm about to hit Francis up because I'm ready to, you got to camp. See, what do you guys want to learn? Because this is the expression. You don't have to do anything. There are things that I suggest because, and even though here we go, you guys, who cares? See, well, soon we care. See, pretend you're Oprah. That's what you have to. This is have to see. Most of you are humble by nature, but I need you to have a moment of vanity. It was hard for me in Vic too. Okay, I was trying to hide behind Pack Stereo, And all the studies say they don't want to know your business, even if it's a good business. They want to know you. They want to know you. Like Dean, they want to know your music, but they kind of want to know you about the man who's making the music. Artists not okay, especially jazz artists. They by nature they're humble, and they have been avoiding these kinds of things. Trying some of it I think almost fad like embracing the caricatures or whatever. Miles Davis, other things like that. The reluctant superstar. I'm suggesting that you all got to take advantage of this phenomenon. And also that it's probably one of the most cost effective ventures you've ever done. See, all of you have studios. All of you. I haven't met an artist yet. Broke artists got studios, okay? So it's usually easy to integrate artists into online. That's not the issue. It's not even the sound. It's not even usually the video. It's about getting them to make the effort. Okay, it's Marvin Smitty Smith. 15 years, drummer on the Tonight Show with Kevin Eubanks. See, I got a fuss at my buddy. See? Why? Because, see, unassuming, professional, jazz, class. See, and I'm telling them you got to be all out there. See? Harvey Mason, same thing. All of them. It's challenging, but I think the rewards are more than worth it. I think, okay, the first time I had a birthday on Facebook and got all them happy birthdays, I tried not to like that shit. See, this is where you be getting all weepy. See, you be trying to, well, I don't even like birthdays. I don't even celebrate birthdays. But all them birthday wishes came in, and this get to the old man. I'm just telling you, some of that shit gets to you, and that's a good thing. What I was trying to even tell folks like Phil Perry and others is that I want you artists to cultivate followings worldwide and also to think about this. When you cultivate these artists into your own world of social media, you own that more than it's ever been possible. Think about that, Francis. These connections that you make to the world, to people around the world, you own that. I tell that to artists all the time. I don't own that. You own that. You own that. And that gets to work for you for a long time. For a long time. You can own your audience worldwide, and everybody should seek that. You know, Miranda Jante, who's a playwright, now traveling. I don't know what she's doing. She's traveling the country. She's traveling. She's a badass woman, producer, playwright. Okay, when I first met her, it's like she was already doing shit, but I think she was seeking a little validation. And all I had told her was, I said, Miranda, I think you just have to tell a story of you, who you are, the diary of your life. And like most creative people who, when it clicks in, she got that and ran with that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I love it because I get to see her telling her story. And she's also, to me, one of the few people who seems to recognize, like I do, that there's too many areas of development for you to tell yourself no. She just struggles with it. That's what I say do. I mean, are you going to limit yourself? One of the things about Pack Stereo and about my presentation on Facebook, okay, let's talk about that for a minute, is that on Facebook, I'm a lot of different things. There's the political side, there's the musical side, the tech side, the dirty comedic side. Now, some people see normally in as part of creating your brand, you kind of tend to want to focus in certain areas. And I'm not really disagreeing with that. But what I'm suggesting is for some of us, that is yet to be defined. See, I have to be every Mario because at 64, I have yet to define which is the Mario. Okay? I just have yet to define it. It never was Dr. Hemsley. Never. Never. So I have yet to define who the Mario is. And I challenge you all to do that. Some of you have done it more clearly, I think, than me. And that may make it easier. So the part I like is I get to challenge folks like Francis Buckley, world-class engineer. I get to challenge them with the idea of how they want to approach social media. And see the good thing. See, that's what I love about this. The good thing is they get to do it their way. These cats are thinkers and excellent at their craft. What they can, I know. That's what I'm saying. I juggle talking about my craft versus my politics. Francis can deal with it too, and Dean too, and everybody else. Okay, you could do it or not do it, or do it part and part. So I don't know. See, I don't know what's right, and I don't think that's even my job. My job is to encourage and challenge creative people and help them to connect to their online site. I've been trying to do that for a while. Okay, and also really from the standpoint of empowering independent artists, because that was where all of this began, empowering independent artists. So this is now grown because of the lockdown, and there's so many things to do. There's you could have your own. It's the cost of failure has never been so low. You could stream live performances from your house. I mean, and some of you who know people, you could get together with one or two people and have a performance. I mean, there's ways to do things that are at least logical, okay? You don't have to do nothing. You have to be cautious. You can't maybe do the band of six, but you might be able to do three outside with some space very safely. Also, you would take into account everybody's exposure and history and talk about that. So we're going to try to be dealing with some of that in the upcoming, because the holidays are coming, y'all, and nothing's changed. You got no outlets other than this. But it's a good, okay. So for me to say it like that belies the point. This is a wonderful time based on the opportunities you have to reach out and establish a presence and a connection to the world. I don't care what you're doing. If you're making cakes, quilts, smoking weed, showing your tatas, whatever you're doing, okay, you can do it better now and write a book and have a calendar. Why not? Don't let me define it. See, what I do is I challenge you. See, some of you, okay, if you can work it out with your career, like, okay, I got some folks like Steve, my boy, Steve Dinges. I hope I say it right, Steve. See, my brother from another mother, these cats are different in some ways, but similar in so many other ways. And so for them, they could one day be doing broadcasts. They're going to think about it. Why? Because they're multi-talented and they feel like talking to the world. They just have to figure out how to work that in with everything. And as we all do. So, Mario Hemsley, early Sunday morning. Notice my attitude? I finally got, I got this COVID fatigue. Anyway, I finally got going. Finally, anyway, like I slept till 7 and then was been up all night. So now I feel pretty good. I'm about to go in here and eat yesterday's breakfast, still in the bag from the delivery yesterday morning. Grits, eggs, sausage. About to go have that. And I thought I would talk to you all because it's a wonderful, wonderful Sunday. And with all the negativity that's going on, there's some things for you to embrace right now for a lot of reasons. And I still think, too, for most of us, many of us, the online diary that we curate is a great exercise, even if you don't want to be a star. Maybe just something for your kids, you guys. The online diary, when you tell the history of the family, you can do that. See, that could be a curated feed for some of us older folks. An online diary, you could go and talk to some of the other old folks. This is all the ideas of things you could do just for you. This technology allows you to do these things and they can last for eternity. I think that's a good thing. I'm a techie and I love this shit. And this is one of the reasons why. Use it for your own. Look at it in a different way. Embrace and save it. Tell the story of your family, your own struggle, and save it for posterity. I'm Mara Hemsley. Sunday morning, feeling good about all the opportunities, and I got my breakfast in here to eat. And what can I say? I'm feeling blessed. Thank you, Lord. I won't complain. Peace.